Hey everybody, welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast where two kindred spirits believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. I'm really tired. And we're your hostesses, Brookie and
Becky.
And I guess technically this is I don't know what we're doing today. I didn't communicate and plan very well.
I think it's just going to be a filler episode for when baby comes and you just need to post something.
Yeah. But the layout will be as if it was a normal episode because we don't have any book tags ready.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Becky did.
We suck.
But I didn't.
Well, but I didn't send them to you.
I just didn't get the memo, I guess. I have some that I need to do too.
It's not that she didn't
tired.
get the memo. I didn't send them. So, I mean, I guess it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were not prepared, but
words are hard.
Yeah.
Okay. I do have a quote though.
Give it to us.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay. It's short. Ooh, you know what if I have two quotes?
Okay.
Okay. This is the first one. It's not the length of life, but the depth of life.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That's really deep.
Ooh, wow. And this is the second quote. Once the people know the end, the rest of the story just fades away. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Are they from the same book?
Joke's on you. It's not a book.
Oh. What's it from?
It's from a TV show.
Okay.
It's from The Midnight Club on Netflix. I binge watched it in 2 days.
Yeah.
And it was I really enjoyed it.
I was going to say, you must have liked it.
Yeah. It was really good. It has the same director, I believe, it's the same director as the director who directed The Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor.
Okay.
I can't think of the rest of that one's title. The Haunting of Bly Manor?
That sounds right. Hold on. I'll find it.
What's wrong with me?
See.
I'm pretty sure.
You're growing a baby.
Yeah.
It affects everything.
I mean, everything. But I'm pretty sure it's the same director. Bless you.
The Haunting of Bly Manor.
Yeah. Okay. So, same. And if you liked those shows, I think you'll really enjoy The Midnight Club because, I mean, one, it has the same director directing it, so it's got the same, I don't know, it evokes the same feelings as the other two shows can.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite things about Hill House was how, quotable it was. I didn't jot any quotes down, but, there were so many good, moving monologues in that show.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. Obviously, it's scary, first
right.
of all. And so, The Midnight Club was a little scary. It was more just a little, spooky, bump in the night kind of stuff. It wasn't as scary as Hill House or Bly Manor.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really good. I can find the synopsis on it in case anybody's interested and you haven't already heard of it. There's going to be I think I only watched one season, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a second season. I really hope so because it was really good. Oh no, I think I just saw something that said it was canceled. That's so sad.
Oh no.
So this is the little synopsis of it. The series is set in a hospice and follows 8 terminally ill young adults who form the Midnight Club, meeting up each night to tell each other scary tales. It features an overarching story while also frequently depicting those tales on screen. So they all meet in the middle of the night and tell spooky stories, like ghost stories, and you kind of see how they're creating their stories from their current circumstances,
mm-hmm.
and the other way around as well. You can sort of see how their stories are sort of not coming to life
mm-hmm.
in their real life, but how they parallel.
Right.
So, it's really good. I don't know. That thing that just said it was canceled, I think. That's so sad. I hope that's wrong.
So Mike Flanagan is the one who did Hill House. Mm-hmm. He did all 10 episodes. He only did one episode of Bly Manor.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They had like a different director for almost every episode. Some of them did 2 episodes.
I think I knew that, actually, when I first watched it, actually. I don't... I think I remember finding that out, I think, and then being intrigued by that, but I don't remember anything else about it.
Yeah.
Huh. So the Midnight Club is... At first I thought it was based on a book, which there is a book called The Midnight Club,
Mm-hmm.
and that book inspired the show.
Oh, okay. But it's not like...
It's hard to explain.
Let me look up. That would
the...
be called loosely based on it, right?
Yeah, because it's... I can't remember the author. The Midnight Club is Christopher Pike.
Okay.
But he wrote a lot of YA thriller horror stories that are like set in the 80s and 90s and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And they pulled the title, The Midnight Club, and obviously the young adults meet in the middle of the night, and they dub themselves the Midnight Club.
Mm-hmm.
But each of their stories, the ghost stories they tell, are another individual book that he wrote.
Oh,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So
that's interesting.
I think it's like 8 of them. I think there's like I don't even know how many episodes there are, but not every single episode, but most of them share the same title as one of his books, and it's like it pulls from the book.
That's really cool.
So it makes me want to like go through and just like read his books because they were all like spooky and
yeah, I kind of want to.
It was interesting.
Just how you described it.
It was very interesting. I don't know how we trailed off. Kind of. I guess we didn't trail off. That was what my quotes were from.
Hey, we're here to talk about books. So,
that's right.
I mean,
we'll get there.
That's what we were doing. So. Excuse us. Well, what else you want to talk about,
Tasty
ma'am?
water. Okay. I have a haul.
Okay.
A brief haul. Just one thing to haul.
All right.
And that is The Road by Cormac McCarthy, which one of our coworkers a long, long time ago mentioned that she thought I would really like this since I talked about like what really I think is because I talked about Station 11 so much, and then eventually The Stand, and they're very similar, same feeling. Which I haven't read this yet, but that's just anytime I look up, I guess pandemic, apocalyptic story where people are like, I guess, having to find themselves at the same time when they're traveling. This does come up. So I thought it was a very good suggestion way back when she thought that I would like it. I just had never gotten it. But I went to a used bookstore with one of my friends recently, and we were just walking around in the bookstore. And I saw this, and I was like, well, okay, I think I'm going to buy it because I have a problem where I'm not going to like, I don't want to go into a used bookstore and not buy anything. I can go into like Books A Million all day and not buy anything, but when it comes to a used bookstore, I'm like, okay.
Well, Books A Million is everything's new.
Yeah,
it's so expensive.
Yeah, pricey. So I picked this one up, and it was the only one I saw. And I went up to the lady, and I'm like, hey, I really am interested in buying this. I was wondering if you had another copy because this one's just slightly dinged up on the back. It's not that big of a deal. I was just wondering if you had another copy. She's like, no, I'm sorry, we don't, but I'll go ahead and give you 20% off. And I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that works out.
Yeah.
I'll take it. So, whatever. So, that was really nice of her.
That's nice, yeah.
I'll read the synopsis because not everybody has these things in their head and knows what every book is about. I mean, me either, so, you know. A father and his son walk alone through burned America. Nothing moves in this ravaged landscape save the ash on the wind. It is cold enough to crack stones, and when the snow falls, it is gray. The sky is dark. Their destination is the coast, although they don't know what, if anything, awaits them there. They have nothing, just a pistol to defend themselves against the lawless bands that stalk the road. The clothes they are wearing, a cart of scavenged food, and each other. The Road is the profoundly moving story of a journey, it boldly imagines a future in which no hope remains, but in which the father and his son each the other's world entire. Okay.
They were trying to be very eloquent with
They
that.
were. They really were. It's in quotes, too, so I'm wondering if it's in the book or like if it's from something else. Are sustained by love. Awesome in the totality of its vision, The Road is an unflinching meditation on the worst and the best that we are capable of. Ultimate destructiveness, desperate tenacity. And the tenderness that keeps two people alive in the face of total devastation. And it's not that long. Oh, the font's really not that small either. Crazy. My chapstick. Crazy. This color font on the black, it's like kind of...
Is it throwing you for a loop?
Yeah, it's like a little hard to focus on some of the letters the way they're next to each other. I mean, that's not... I'm not very good at reading synopses anyway, but that. So I'm excited to read it at some point. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. But that's all I have to haul. Do you have a haul?
Well, Emma had a haul, but she went
I
to sleep.
saw she had like 1,000 books over there.
Oh, she's awake.
Look at her. She's like, help.
Emma, you want to talk to us about your books? And we can say what you're saying. You left one. Which one did you leave at home? Do you remember the title or anything? She left a book at home about maps.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so she has a book. Grandma gave you this, right? My mom gave her this book. It's Alfred Hitchcock's Haunted Houseful. And it's got 9 cool stories about haunted houses and ghosts for boys and girls. And I thought it was cool because Alfred Hitchcock, of course, is amazing.
I really like that. Look at that house.
I know. It's got Alfred Hitchcock's face in it.
That's funny.
So.
That's neat.
And then she's got, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott.
Ooh, we love Little Women.
Yes. It's a great story. I think she's been reading this one. You haven't? Oh, okay. The Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien, which...
One of our coworkers was reading that recently.
I've never read this, but I've heard it's really good. And actually, I have it saved on Scribed, I think, as a book I want to read.
Yeah.
And then Robin Hobb wrote Dragon Keeper. Wait a second. Is this the book that our friend...
Yeah.
Or that Maggie's friend? No.
I've seen this. Like, I've looked this up, and I cannot remember for the life of me why, other than just maybe looking for fantasy. I think Robin Hobb has really good fantasy, maybe.
Well,
I think that's what it was.
I've heard this title before, Dragon Keeper. I wonder if it's a book I came across when I was searching up for things to read.
I must look it up. Dragon Keeper by Robin Hobb. 4 out of 5 on Goodreads. That's good.
Okay.
Rain Wild. Part of the Rain Wild Chronicles is the first one. Okay. I've looked up Robin Hobb before, and I don't know. I think it was this series I had looked up. I look up a lot of books. So sometimes I don't remember. Sometimes I forget and am completely wrong and have them mixed up. Yeah, I think I was just looking up fantasy books, and I think she just came up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely heard of Robin Hobb.
Are these all in the same series? Is it a 15-book series, or she just wrote 15 books?
I think she probably just wrote 15 books.
Okay.
Yeah. There's the Farseer trilogy, which is about assassins. And yeah, it looks like she has several trilogies.
Okay.
Somebody talked about her on BookTube, and they were saying about how she was one of her favorite fantasy authors and how the books were so good. That's what it was. And so I did look them up slightly. Yeah, it looks like she has 3 trilogies. One that has 4 books. Oh, another trilogy. So 4 trilogies, and then a quintet, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of fantasy. Some with assassins, some with dragons, obviously. One looks like it takes place out on the ocean with a ship. So that's fun.
I like the names of these books.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool.
All right, so that's her haul.
Right.
I don't really have a haul.
That's okay.
have been purchasing more yarn for my temperature blanket. I am almost done with June. So obviously I have a lot of work still.
I just
finished
to do. Whatever month it was I was in. April, I think it was. So
you're gonna have a lot of time on your hands soon. So
I'd like to get it figured out before.
Yeah.
At least caught up.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
That's why I binge watched the Midnight Club. I was knitting the whole time.
You're mad knitting.
Just insane. So I'm like, I want to watch something else so I can knit.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm in this odd predicament where I need to make sure I read the book club pick.
Yeah. I'm in chapter 10.
She's right here. Let me see. I stopped in the middle of a chapter. Oh my goodness. I'm in chapter 7.
Okay.
So.
Oh, good. I was so worried that you were maybe already done after our conversation the other day.
Done?
Well, because you started a week before I did. Didn't you? Was it a whole week?
I think I did start like a week before you. I just haven't had the time to, and I have, granted, there have been instances where I could have sat down and read.
Yeah.
And one, I either decided to knit.
Yeah.
Or I just wasn't interested in reading.
Yeah.
Because although I am enjoying it enough,
there's a lot more humor in it than I thought there was going to be.
It's kind of funny, isn't it? I can't explain it. Like, I don't want to say I wasn't interested or like it wasn't grabbing my attention, because it was, but I don't know. I just wasn't prioritizing it very well. So, but I'm in chapter 7.
That's good.
So we'll see. How's the audiobook?
It's not bad. It took me a minute to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe 2 chapters, but the chapters aren't long, so it's not
not.
It's not like it dragged on and on. I was like, oh. I think I had to get used to it because it's not the same style as Michael J. Sullivan or Robert Jordan. It's different. And so my mind has been in these other worlds,
you've been like planted
for so long.
Yeah.
That when I started this book, I was just like,
whoa,
what is this? Kind of. But it's not bad.
No.
I don't want people to think that I thought it was bad or anything.
Yeah, I agree. It's not bad. There's just something about it. I can see how I think physically it may have taken you a second to get into it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was taking me a second, and I've been so interested in reading this.
Yeah.
So I'm not entirely sure what it was. If it was the language, maybe.
I think it's just, and it's not a bad writing style. I think it's just different probably from what we've been reading.
Yeah.
And,
but yeah, you don't have the map of the ship.
Yeah, no, I don't have that. That's cool. I might want to look at that before I leave.
Yeah, you should.
So I can't wait for, it's going to be funny, like when people listen to this episode, because we don't know when this eposode's going to air.
They're going to be like, what are they talking about?
They're going to already have heard us talk about the book in depth on the book club. So that's going to be funny.
Like, this is out of whack. That's fine.
But I'm enjoying it. We both had one part when I was talking to you about it that you were like, oh my gosh, yes.
I thought it was so funny. And I wanted to, like, I don't know what I was doing, where I was when I read it, but I couldn't easily get to my sticky notes or highlighter or anything. Mm-hmm. So I just didn't. But I think I dog-eared that page because I thought it was so funny.
And I can't wait to talk about it.
When she said that. Oh, yeah, I dog-eared it. It's right here. Yeah. And you walked up to me before we went to work and you quoted it, and I just started laughing. Oh, man.
I had literally just listened to it when I got out of the car.
I guess it's like dry humor almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of almost a little dark humor at some parts.
Yes.
It's very
dark,
funny though. And
also I would say for sure that it's adult humor.
Yeah.
Like children either won't get it or shouldn't get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
mm-hmm.
But I'm enjoying it.
Honestly, that part, and I think there was something else and I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't quite as like bold
right
as that one. but there were like 2 instances that sort of reminded me of Neil Gaiman, kind of
Yeah.
like witty.
Yeah.
Like it was something I don't remember. Like, oh, this person has a fear of water, which sucks because he's around water all the time. Like, it was just something silly, just tossed in there, and I thought that really reminded me a lot of Neil Gaiman. So it was interesting.
Yeah.
How do you like the curse words? They're pretty alive and well.
It's funny. I haven't noticed them.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've turned into you or what's happening.
I think honestly, they flow okay with the story.
Maybe that's what it is.
Just
and
because
I'm just
of the setting and the atmosphere and what's happening. I think.
Also, obviously, they've not been that
bad. For you to not, like, really remember them.
Like, slap me in my face kind of.
Yeah. That's what I mean. You know, they flow okay, actually, with the story.
So I'm really enjoying it. And I can't wait to talk about it next week. So
I keep thinking I should annotate it, but then I'm like, nah. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how well I remember everything.
And now I know that this won't air for a while, but have you finished anything? Or are you?
I have finished some things.
Did you want to wait and talk about it after?
No. If I don't talk about it now, I'm not going to have anything to talk about. So
what did you finish?
I finished, since we last recorded a normal episode like this, I finished 1, 2, 3 books.
Wow.
And 2 TV shows.
You're doing good.
Woo! Obviously one of the shows was The Midnight Club.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also finished a show called Red Rose, which was also by somebody who worked on Hill House. And I don't remember exactly who, but it was spooky and ominous. It's like, it's set in, oh shoot, I'm going to say the wrong thing. It's set in, I want to say England. It's set in England. And this group of girls just finished like school, like high school. They're graduating. And one of them gets an invite for this app called Red Rose. She's like, what is this? And she's like kind of down and out. She's like not having great luck. Her and her family are kind of in poverty at the moment and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, hey, you're looking for a reprieve? Follow these instructions. And so she downloads the app and it begins to like take over her life.
Oh.
In a malicious way.
Oh.
And it's very interesting. Like, there were some points of it where I was like, this is pretty good. And then there were some points where I was like, this is kind of cheesy. This could be done a little bit better. But who am I, honestly?
I hate it when they make spooky stuff cheesy. Like, that makes it not spooky.
Yeah. Like, there were some things where I was like, okay. I mean, it's spooky enough, I guess. But I feel like you could have done a little bit better.
Yeah.
But who am I? You know, I don't direct anything. I don't act and stuff. I'm not a... Who am I? But it was pretty good. It reminded me a lot of... Well, one, if you like Black Mirror, the show Black Mirror, it's kind of like that, but a little downgraded. And I just realized that. But I was going to originally say, if you really liked the podcast Rabbits, and if you really enjoyed the book Rabbits by Terry Miles, honestly, Red Rose kind of made me think of that kind of like creepy, surreal almost, like what's going on, people are watching you play, quote unquote, play this game.
Mm-hmm.
And something's controlling you, like really kind of ominous. So you might like Red Rose as well, if you like those things. But it was pretty good. It was fine. I finished. Yeah, it was just one season, and I don't think there's gonna be another season. But it like the way it ended, it was like, okay, there could be another season.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked it up though. I have no idea. Got canceled or what? That's a really big shame though. If the Midnight Club got canceled, it was really decent. I mean, it was like really, really good. Like it was spooky consistently and entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you get to one episode, sobbing my eyes out, crying, so sad. And then the next one, I had texted Megan. I was like, you really might enjoy this show if you're interested, because one has the same directors as Hill House. It is spooky. It's entertaining. It's got some good quotes. Seems like good quality. And then I sent her another one. I said, never mind. Don't watch it. It's too sad. You can't do it. I'm sobbing right now. Which is how not Bly Manor, I keep saying Bly Manor, Hill House is what I mean. Which is how Hill House made me feel.
Yeah.
It's so good and so spooky with such great acting. And then it just rips your heart out. So
I hate it when a series is so good and they just end it.
yeah.
I hate that.
Right. Because it's like not one of the top 5 that everyone in the world is focusing on right now.
Right.
Like, come on. I mean, whatever. But Red Rose was okay. I don't know. I need to watch something else now. I don't know what. Ah!
That's what we're having a predicament at my parents' house, because we watch murder mysteries.
Yeah.
That's what we like to watch together. And of course, we've seen all the Midsomer murders. Anyone who is a British murder mystery fan, you'll know Midsomer Murders. Awesome.
Know.
We've seen all of them. We've seen some of them so many times we can quote them. We love Midsomer Murders. But then we watched Inspector Morse, which that was the second time through Inspector Morse. And now we've just finished Inspector Lewis, which was a spinoff of Inspector Morse, and that was also our second time being through that series.
Oh.
We've been through the Inspector Lindley series, just every show you can imagine. The Chelsea Detective is good. It's newer. And I think it's in its new season, so we have to wait every week for a new one to be uploaded. It's on I think it's BritBox, but it might be Acorn, because we watch stuff on both.
Yeah.
So sometimes we get confused which ones they're on.
Yeah.
Chelsea Detective is really good. And then there's some other ones that are also newer, but they only had like one season, or they haven't come back yet.
Yeah.
And so now we're like, so what do we watch now?
What do we watch?
Vera is really good. Almost any murder mystery that we watch is from England.
Yeah.
They have really good writers. And honestly, I mean, I like CSI and all the CSIs and everything, but they just don't seem as well written as British murder mysteries. And I don't know why that is, but
oh well. Oh well. I was thinking about watching. There's a show on Netflix called Midnight Mass,
mm-hmm.
and it's
is it
also
spooky
the
or
same,
is it?
yeah, it's I believe it's spooky, but it's also the same director who's done Hill House.
Oh, okay.
And I really feel like watching spooky shows right now.
Well, I mean,
So I think I might
that
start
time of year.
Yeah, maybe that's why. I just enjoy spooky shows, and that's no hate, no shame, no hate. But something that always got on my dad's nerves
mm-hmm.
would be that I am more interested in spooky things,
mm-hmm.
and he would want to watch other things. But if I wasn't interested, then I mean, I don't want to watch it.
Right.
But it always hindered me being able to watch multiple things on TV with him.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think that's a man thing.
What?
I think that's a man thing.
Yeah.
Like, now my dad is, both my parents like pretty much the same things, but even there are things that my mom won't watch with us. And this is not exactly what you were saying, but he thinks that if we don't want to watch something with him, that we're not giving him the right amount of attention.
Yeah.
And it hurts his feelings. So sometimes even if I don't want to watch something, I watch it because I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
But my mom, I guess they've been married long enough. My mom is like, no, you go ahead. Watch it without me.
Yeah. Well, like, if you're not interested in something, you're not interested in
Yeah.
something. And then, you know, that applies the other way around. Like, I understand if he doesn't want to watch spooky stuff all the time.
Right.
Because that's not always somebody's cup of tea.
Right.
It's just not. But, yeah. So I'm in a spooky mood. And, yeah, it must be because we're only a couple days into fall now. It's hot outside today.
It is hot today, but it has mostly felt really good
It has.
for the last week.
It really has. Like, I've actually wanted to be outside sometimes.
Yeah. We've been sleeping with the windows open. It feels so wonderful.
Oh, my gosh.
I love it. And the older I get, the more I appreciate cooler weather.
Yeah.
And now that you're having a baby, you will start to go through this because your body chemistry changes after you have children.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to be the one freezing every summer. Like, I was the one at church with a sweater on, like a little old lady. I just was so cold. And now I'm the old lady who's like fanning herself and everyone else is sitting over there in short sleeves.
Yeah.
Or they're bundled up and I'm fanning myself. I mean, I'm saying it backwards because I'm old.
Yeah, I used to be cold. I mean, I hope I go back to being cold-natured because if I continue to feel how I felt during this past summer, I'll never go outside again.
Yeah.
Like, it's ever. Like, and it just won't happen. Like, I cannot fathom continuing to be this hot all the time.
Well, I mean, I can still go outside, but it affects me differently than it used. Like, it used to not bother me at all.
Yeah,
if
no, I would rather, at our job,
yes,
I would always say, I will go outside during the summer. I do not want to go outside during the dead of winter. I hate being cold. And now I'm worried that I'll never want to leave the house again because it's going to be too hot.
There might be days like that.
Ugh.
I don't want to lie to you.
Oh. Technically, I also went and saw a movie. I know I haven't gotten to the books that I finished, but I saw a movie with my dad and my sister yesterday.
What did you watch?
We watched The Nun 2.
Okay.
It was okay.
It was okay?
Yeah. The first one was very spooky, very scary.
I thought that was a scary movie. I wasn't sure.
Of course. And we saw this one yesterday, and it was okay. You can tell when it ends that there's going to be a third one. And because there's going to be a third one, it's like, okay, this one was an all right middle movie. But the third one, it better be good. Because I know a lot of scary stuff. All it is these days are just jump scares. Like, I know that.
Yeah.
But, like, all it was jump scares. And it
Really?
just, I don't know. I don't know what I want to make me happy. But, and it seemed it ended so, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it ended so, like, sudden and almost easy.
Oh, and so you were like, wait, is that it?
Yeah, for a second, like, it went to black, and we were, like, expecting something else to come up, and it was just credits, and we were like, okay. But it was all right.
A little disappointing.
Just slightly. I'm not, like, regretting that we went to the theater and saw it or anything. Those James Wan movies, I really enjoy all of them. They're normally all very, very good. I just don't think that this one was the best job they've done. But again, if it's just a center movie, a middle movie, moving you on into the third one, the final act, the big one, I can live with that.
Yeah.
It's fine. But
as long as the third one blows you away.
Yeah. Or is at least as good as the first one. The first one was creepy. Very, very creepy. Yeah. So that's my movie review of The Nun 2.
It shouldn't be a spoiler because we don't know when this one's going to air, so probably everyone will have seen it by then.
It'll be out of theaters by the time this comes out.
So what else have you finished reading?
I finished Rabbits by Terry Miles.
And how'd you like it?
I wrote a little review. Because, I'm trying to do better about that. Writing little reviews.
Yeah.
It's my weakness. Go let out a yawn. Okay.
That made me have to yawn.
Better get to it. Okay, this is my little review of Rabbits by Terry Miles. And before I hop into this, I know it's probably not grammatically correct. So I might have to, like, stop and correct myself because I don't know what I typed. Okay. Okay. Finally got to finish Rabbits. It was very entertaining and kept me wondering what could possibly go wrong next in this world for these characters. At one point, while our main character, Kay, is having a bout of insomnia after discovering some clues regarding the game of Rabbits, they're wandering around their apartment, and the feeling that Terry Miles put into this specific scene was very spooky and ominous. It really made me feel like slightly frightened for what, if anything, was lurking in the dark shadows of Kay's apartment. I think Terry Miles did a pretty decent job at writing an entertaining rabbit story while trying to explain the semantics and the rules of the game to the reader. I sort of think, however, when junk really hit the fan, professional wording here, when junk really hit the fan nearing the finale of the story, that it sort of kind of fell a little flat to me. I didn't finish the ending thinking, oh wow, what a ride, oh wow, that was intriguing, and it all made sense to me as the reader. I was more thinking along the lines of, oh, okay, so we're done then. Just like that. Okay, well, okay, cool. The goal for Kay, along with several other characters, is to, quote, win the game, save the world, unquote. But when the time comes for them to either succeed or to fail, it just kind of didn't all flow together that well to me, I guess. It didn't make a huge amount of sense. It didn't, I don't think personally, stay consistent with the flow of the rest of the story. And by the end, I was left wondering how I even got to the same conclusion that the story did. It just sort of halted, in my opinion. I don't know if they all made, I don't know if that all made much sense. I think I typoed. I don't want to spoil the story for anyone who might be interested in reading it. With all that random vagueness that I just said, it was still a very interesting read and very entertaining. It had some good thriller moments. The story gets to a point where a lot of ominous things are happening and it's dark most of the time. So when you're reading it at night, it can be a little freaky. That could add to the fun for you though, if you're interested. Honestly, that kind of thing adds to the fun for me. The fact that the story revolves around this reality-based competitive game is always fun to me, and it was definitely fun to be a part of the suspense that was focused on your main character as a player of the game. I was hoping to feel confident enough to rate it a 5-star read, because I do love the concept of the story very much. I love all the odd, creepy, ominous vibes that come along with the rabbits, the podcast, and with the novel. But the ending felt abrupt to me, and I didn't think it would feel right to rate it 5 stars, so I stuck with a solid 4. I do plan on continuing on in this freaky rabbits-oriented universe with the next installment that is set to release on October 3rd, from the last time I checked. And it's called The Quiet Room by Terry Miles. And I do believe we are following some new main characters, and I can't wait to get creeped out by their potential dangerous journey while they play the infamous, mysterious game of rabbits.
Ooh.
So, that was a little bit of a bumpy ride, but we made it. So, that's my thought on Rabbits by Terry Miles. That's what this means to me. It was good. I don't know. I said it all. The ending kind of fell flat, but that's okay. They can't all be perfect.
Yeah. It's true.
It's true. It's true. And honestly, though, I feel like this kind of story is hard to write anyway, because of what the game is and your understanding of the semantics of the game. Like, it's kind of hard, I would imagine, to really put it down on paper.
Yeah.
Without sounding like an instruction manual.
Yeah.
So, I think he did a good job. I just kind of wish the ending was a little bit clearer, I guess. That's okay. I also finished Falling. I didn't write a review. That sucks.
So much for doing better.
So much for that. Who wrote that? TJ Newman? This is the one I can't remember.
It's Noonan.
It's Newman.
Oh, it is Newman.
It's Newman.
I'm just kidding.
And it's a lady. Okay, yeah, I watched. I finished Falling by T.J. Newman. I really, 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 really loved their other book that I read or listened to via audio, which was Drowning. So far, that was like my favorite thriller that I've read this entire year. That sounds bold, but I don't even know how many thrillers I've read this entire year. But I mean, honestly, let's say I read 5 thrillers, which I think it's actually been more.
Mm-hmm.
That one, it's the best. It's the best. The rest maybe kind of sucked, and this one was actually solid and
Nice.
good. So I was eager to read Falling, also by T.J. Newman, which is actually her first plain thriller book. So you don't have to read them in order. They're both standalones. But if you care about that kind of thing, Falling does come first. If you do. I think this is going to be such a good movie, though. A great action thriller movie. I think it would be so entertaining.
I was thinking that when you said that, because a lot of times the movies that are supposed to be suspenseful and thrillers aren't.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking that. And then I also thought, man, they always screw up books, though.
It's true. They do. But I think, like, maybe if TJ Newman tried screenwriting,
mm-hmm.
I think she'd do a really good job.
Yeah.
Falling has been purchased for an adaptation.
Oh.
For a movie. And I think if they do it right, I feel like this one would be hard to mess up, though, honestly. Like, it reads like almost your basic thriller action movie,
mm-hmm.
but it is very entertaining. Like, I don't want that just saying basic to throw anybody away from it, because it was very entertaining and very like, what could possibly happen next?
Right.
What are they going to do to get out of this situation? But I think it's going to be a very, very good movie. I hope it is, at least. I am excited to follow along with that and eventually see it whenever it comes out. As for comparing Drowning and Falling, for books, I think I preferred Drowning. I think that was just written very, very well. And I thought, well, would Drowning make a good movie? I don't think it would make that great of a movie compared to Falling. I just don't think it would. I don't think it would adapt well.
Mm-hmm.
But as for a book, a thriller book, very, very good. They're both very, very good. I believe I gave it 5 stars. Yeah, it was very entertaining, very action-packed, very upsetting. So, if you don't want to read, like, anything that involves potential plane crashes, potential plane hijacking, potential anything that could go wrong is going to go wrong on a plane, maybe don't again, because these scenarios can be very frightening.
Yeah.
And I think it's because they are like they could very well happen, and that's what's the scariest part.
Yeah.
But they were very good. I didn't write a little review. I can't believe it.
The girls watched something about 9/11.
Yeah.
And so Ella was kind of upset about some of it.
Yeah.
And
it's upsetting.
I mean,
that's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary. That is so scary. That's why they have so many rules implemented now when you're flying. So, and I was texting my mom because she had recently listened to Falling as well.
Mm-hmm.
And when like a reveal was made about somebody being a bad guy, I texted her and I was like, honestly, saw that coming. She was like, really? I did not see that coming. I was like, saw it from a mile away.
That is
like,
funny.
It was still entertaining. It was fine. Like, I didn't care that I saw it coming. And then I told her what I thought would have been more surprising. But, I digress. But I believe I rated it 5 stars. It was really good. In comparison to Drowning, though, I still think I like Drowning more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's going to... I'm sure she's working on something. They normally are. But but I wonder if she's going to stick with plane thrillers. Because she was a flight attendant, so like she knows stuff about planes and like the procedures that go into these emergency circumstances, and you can tell that when you read them. So that really shows. That makes it all the better. It's always good when you can read a book and you can tell they actually know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
or at least that they did research. I also finished the Sea of Tranquility by Emily St. John Mandel.
Oh, wow.
Look at the stickies.
I see.
I really enjoyed this. I did write a little tiny review of this one, I believe. We'll see if I can do my feelings justice. Normally I can't, so. I finally read Sea of Tranquility by Emily St. John Mandel. I've been so interested in reading this book since it came out because of how, look, I typoed, it says because of how much, because of how much I adore Station 11. It must have just been a heavy marketing strategy, though, to say that Sea of Tranquility is a pandemic book, just like her well-known Station 11, but not so much. I mean, there are mentions of a pandemic that come up multiple times, and you actually meet an author who has written a pandemic book and who has done a lot of research on pandemics, and you do technically meet her before a pandemic breaks out. But the story overall is not about a pandemic. Like, you're not following the characters as they begin living in a crazy world where a pandemic is or has killed most of the people off. It's more about, just to be blunt, time travel and love. which worked, by the way. It worked. After watching some other people's reviews on YouTube, I essentially should have seen the time travel aspect coming from a mile away. Yes, it's technically in the synopsis. But this author, I just didn't, it didn't even click in my head. But this author just has a wonderful way of distracting you from what you possibly read on the back of the book and leading you down a totally different path where you slip right into these characters' lives and you end up wondering all about them and what could possibly be happening. This book had such a quiet atmosphere to it, and I absolutely love that quality in a book because it helps me become more intrigued and allows like this melancholic, sentimental, those are words, mood to take over as the story progresses. I'm beginning to understand that I really enjoy this subgenre of sci-fi called, quote, soft sci-fi. It's like almost cozy sci-fi. People may die. Sad things will still happen, so don't get too settled into the term cozy that you go into this book or anything else labeled soft sci-fi thinking that nothing really bad is going to happen or that there will be no like high stakes to the story, because there probably will. Because you might be disappointed in that. But I do really enjoy this sort of sci-fi story. Before I read this, I read The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel because I had seen several times that people recommended that you need to have read Station 11 and The Glass Hotel. I would say that you don't have to. These are all standalone books. They are, however, set in the same universe. I would say you could enjoy this story without having read them, but I feel like you'll get so much more out of Sea of Tranquility if you have already read both of those, but more so The Glass Hotel. You'll be able to really understand everything that's going on. And you can really understand the emotions and feel the emotions that the author was wanting you to feel because you'll have the prior knowledge of the other books. I enjoyed the characters. I loved the settings. When the big reveal was made, I was honestly surprised and shocked and felt something similar to heartbreak, but in a good way. I really enjoyed this story. I don't know which of her books I'll be picking up next, but I will definitely be continuing to read books by Emily St. John Mandel. I gave The Sea of Tranquility 5 stars.
Good.
Boom. And that's all the books I finished. And movies and TV shows.
I mean, you've been busy.
I guess. It doesn't seem like it.
I haven't finished anything, but I would like to share this funny story on myself. So I've been reading The Dragon Reborn.
Right.
I'm approximately halfway finished with it. And I swear I keep seeing Robert Jordan's name
Popping up
everywhere.
everywhere now.
And it's not even on stuff that's actually him. Like I was looking at farmland. Don't ask me why. I can't afford farmland, but I want it. So I was looking at it.
Yeah.
And the name of the realtor, I'm assuming it was the realtor who is selling the property, is Robert Jordan.
Oh, that's so funny.
And at work the other day,
I heard you the other day when you said this. So.
We had a guest whose name was Robert. Well, it's Roberts. And the order taker was Jordan.
Yeah.
It was Robert Jordan. And I was like,
he's everywhere.
Oh my gosh. I am a loser. And I would think that I was like, I had a crush on Robert Jordan or something because I see his name everywhere.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird how, like, that reminds me of rabbits. And then, because they talk about how you start to pick up on stuff. Once something has entered your head, you can find it easier.
Right.
It's all in your head.
So funny.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun stuff. So, what all are you currently reading?
Still reading Esrahaddon. It is the longest book ever.
Ever?
And it's not, probably not ever. I don't know.
It's probably The Stand by Stephen King.
It's not terrible, but it's just like,
yeah.
I really need it to be to the end of the book. And here's why. The prologue obviously happens at the end of the book or close to it, and I'm getting annoyed. I'm ready to find out.
Whatever happened in it?
Yeah, like what brings us to the prologue? Like what brings us to the point where we were when you don't, why did you do that? You could have either had a different prologue or, I mean, I don't know. Esrahaddon could have been 2-parters. It could have been 2 different books.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good book, and I'm not trying to say it's not good at all. I think I'm frustrated that it's taking so long
to get through it. Yeah.
It's a long book.
I get like that sometimes. And they won't even be long books sometimes. I'm like, why is it taking forever to get through this book?
And he's a really good writer. Michael J. Sullivan is a very good writer. So I don't mean for this to sound, it's probably going to sound rude, and I don't mean for it to. But I really enjoyed Fair Lane better than I'm enjoying Esrahaddon.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's so long. And I know that there's a reason it's long. Because I feel like he's such a good writer. He wouldn't just make it long just to make it long.
Right. It's like, not just filler or whatever.
Right.
Nonsense.
Like everything that he's writing, we need this information for what's happening.
Yeah.
And why it's happening. So I know it's important and I don't want to dismiss it. It's just like, I'm just ready to get to the point. And I think maybe too, because I'm reading The Dragon Reborn as well and The Devil in the Dark Water, I think that's prolonging me getting to the end.
Well, that makes sense. So,
and I'd probably be farther along if that's all I was listening to. I'm getting a little frustrated. I'm not going to stop reading it.
Yeah.
By any means. And I'm also, there's one character that I've been really waiting for that hasn't shown up in the story yet. I mean, he's been alluded to, but you haven't actually seen him yet, I don't think, unless he's a character, because there's a lot of disguise that happens in these books. And he could be someone I've met, and I don't know that it's him. But I'm waiting to see his character in this book, like show himself and explain himself kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's on pause right now because I'm listening to The Devil in the
Right.
Dark Water.
No, there was a little bit, there was a little chunk of time where I would finish like a book within a week, sometimes 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then this may have been before I got pregnant, so that really may have been what ruined everything. But I would find myself becoming irritated if more than a week had gone by and I'm still reading one book.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is that irritating me? Like, that's totally normal. Do I have something to prove? Like, I don't understand.
You've made it a competition with yourself.
Yeah, and now I'm lucky if I finish a book in a week. So, whatever. Yeah, so I kind of understand what you're saying. I don't like when it takes me, like, if it's a bigger book, then I'm like, okay, 2-3 weeks. Okay. What if it takes, like, when I was reading The Living Dead, and it took me, like, forever, it felt like.
Yeah.
And granted, that was because I was nauseous and stuff a lot. But setting that aside, that made me so mad. I was so, like, irritated that I had to read it. Like, it was almost a chore.
Yeah.
But when I originally picked it up, it's because I wanted to read it. Like, it's not, nobody's making me do this.
Right.
So silly. So silly what we do to ourselves. So silly. I'm currently reading a couple things. I have to use my brain. Okay. I obviously am reading The Devil in the Dark Water by Stuart Turton. And I know we briefly talked about that in the beginning, so I'm not really going to go into that. It's all right. I'm only in chapter 7. It's funnier than we anticipated. And it's a little spooky. It's not, so far it's not anything crazy, but I'm also only in chapter 7.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the end of the first chapter was spooky. I thought it was very well written and like, ooh, chilling.
Yeah.
But
I know something
then,
else is coming. I know that there's more.
It's building
Yeah.
and building and building. Since then, nothing, in my opinion, too spooky has happened. So, it's fine. Whatever. I'm listening to the 3rd Lady Hardcastle book on Scribed, which is called Death Around the Bend. And it's funny. It's and that's all I've got to say. It's funny. It's entertaining. I enjoy following along with these characters because they're just so witty. They're so witty. Their banter is so entertaining. They're very, very just to say it, goofy, and I really enjoy it. I'm not very, I guess, far into it. The death has happened, so the mystery is starting, and it's entertaining. It happens during a little like motor car race.
Oh, okay.
So Death Around the Bend there is a bend in the road, and somebody dies on that bend. I did find right. I did find myself like not paying attention. So I had to like talk to myself and say, Brooke, you want to listen to this, right? Yes, I do. Okay, we'll get it together. Pay attention.
Pay attention.
You liked the other two, and you liked this when you started it. Why aren't you listening? What are you thinking about right now, Brooke? So now I'm like, okay, focus. And it's good. I also technically started a Kindle book.
Okay.
I technically started a Kindle book.
Come here.
Because I was driving home from work the other day.
Mm-hmm.
The day, were you there? I left early. I left like an hour early.
Yes.
Yeah. I hopped on the interstate, went to my doctor's office to drop off something, hopped back on the interstate, and was going, and heard a funny noise.
Uh-oh.
Didn't know what it was. Didn't see anything in the road.
Yeah.
Nothing seemed to be happening.
Ranger, your breast stinks. Go away.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a brave one. I get to my exit.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm looking at my temperature gauge, and it's just going up.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, no. So I turned off the AC, and it went down a little bit, and then it just kept going up, and I was like, well, I mean, at the rate it was steadily going up. I knew I was gonna
Mhm.
have to pull over anyway. So I pulled over. Before it actually like started smoking and overheating. And I called Austin. I was like, the car's overheating. And before that, I had told him, I was like, it's really hot in here. Like, I think we might need Freon or something. I don't think we need Freon. I think it was just overheating and felt hot in the cab. And he was like, okay, I'll bring coolant. And so I sat in a restaurant called Cowboy Chicken and ate some bread rolls and drank a Diet Coke. And I had my phone. I didn't actually have my Kindle with me, but I had my phone. I have the Kindle app. So I was just like, you know what? It's going to be like at least 35-ish minutes before he gets here. So I'm just going to pick a book and start reading. And that book is called Crave by Tracy Wolff. I believe it is a part of a YA fantasy series. I know it's fantasy. I thought in my head, is it also romance? I don't remember if it is or not. I think there's like 6 books in this series. I see them all the time. And I've always thought I could maybe get on board with that. So I'm not very far in it. I'm only, I think, maybe in like the 3rd or 4th chapter. And so far it's pretty good. It opens up with this girl. Due to her sad circumstances, she loses her parents and she's flying into a small town in Alaska to live. Well, her uncle has taken her in. So she is flying into where they live. And she's going to this boarding school that is like a Gothic castle.
Nice.
And I was like, whoa, this is a cool setting.
Yeah.
Gothic castle in Alaska? Okay. And I'm pretty sure at some point vampires are going to be a thing.
Okay.
I don't know when, where, how, why. I don't know if any other supernatural being is a part of the story as well. I don't know. But so far it was pretty good. Like, she didn't seem unbearable to read about. Because, you know, sometimes YA characters are a little annoying. So, I don't know. I'm not very far, but I enjoyed it enough, and I think I keep finding myself going back to it and thinking about it, so I think I'll probably continue with this book and see where that goes.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how many books are actually in it. Yeah, it's just called the Crave series. And it looks like there's 6 books. So 2 came out in 2020. That's wild.
That's crazy.
And then 2021, 2022 came out in 2022 as well.
Wow.
And then there was one brand new one this year. So we'll see how long it takes me to get through them if I continue. That's it. That's all.
The day that you left early is the day that our coworker pushed me down and then caught me.
Yeah. That was funny when you told me about that.
It was very funny.
That scallywag.
Yeah. I told him, I said, oh, this is like a romantic moment. He goes, what, when I pushed you into the wall?
Right. When I shoved you down?
Yes. No, not the part where you shoved me. So funny.
The part where you saved me.
Yes, that part. Oh, good times. Well, so is the problem that you're having on the car fixed?
Yeah, so a belt popped off while I was driving on the interstate, and it had been squeaking some. So
that was the sound you heard, was the belt popping off?
I hadn't known it at the time, and I didn't see it fly off anywhere.
Yeah.
But when Austin got there, he was like, yeah, the belt came off. And I was like, oh, okay. He was like, did the battery light come on? I said, no additional lights or anything. It just started to get hot. So I pulled over, and he was like, the battery light should have came on because this belt was connected to the battery as well. Like,
oh.
But it still like started and everything. But
that's crazy.
I was like, what? Nothing else came on, I swear.
Thank goodness you're married to Superman.
Honestly. I texted Megan. And I told her what was happening because I just like to update her because that used to be her car, just for funsies. And I said, this is why you always check your temperature gauge, kids, because you never know when all of a sudden it's just gonna skyrocket.
Yeah.
And you should pull over.
That's it, huh?
That's it. That's all. That's
How
all
long
she wrote.
How long do we have on there?
An hour. And so
that's not bad. Of course, it's going to be edited, so it won't be that long.
it might be pretty long. I don't think there's a lot that's gonna get taken out.
Hope you guys enjoy it whenever it airs.
Yeah. Ooh, a mystery. When's this gonna come out? There's gonna be a movie. Megan's gonna come over and stay the night one night.
Ooh, that'll be fun. What movie?
A spooky movie on Hulu called I feel like they changed the name before they actually put it out because I swear the name was different. It's called No One Will Save You.
Yeah.
But I thought it was called No One Is Coming to Save You.
Oh.
And I swear it was, though. I swear it was. I could be lying, but I swear it was. And if it was, I'm sure they were like, that's slightly too long. Let's take some words out. Okay, fine.
I mean, but you have been known to lie as well.
Yeah, right. Like, I'm just making stuff up.
I said something about that at work the other day. I was like, you can't trust me. I'm a liar.
Can't do that. I'm just making things up. And I'm not doing it on purpose.
Right.
I'm just kind of an idiot.
Oh, that's what it was. I was, I can't add, apparently.
Oh, I can't math
I was
all.
in charge of numbers the other day, and I kept
Yeah.
saying, hey, guys, we did this. And I was like, I lied. We did more than that.
I'm having an issue today.
I'm a liar.
Yeah. Liar, liar.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, in that case, whenever this airs, thanks for listening and bearing with us and all of our craziness.
Yeah.
And also, we hope you feel appreciated because we are trying to do extra things so that when the baby comes, you still don't miss out on us.
I know, because you will.
Yeah,
miss
you'll
us.
miss us.
Very much. I don't blame you.
Because we're funny.
We're something else.
But thank you for listening, as always. And don't forget to check out Sideways Sheriff on YouTube and Instagram. Is he on Facebook too?
Yep.
And Facebook. And also, we do have merchandise in case you're interested. Christmas is coming up. And don't forget to check out the show notes. And if any of the books that we talk about in any of the episodes sound interesting and you want to purchase them, please click on the link in the show notes because then you'll be supporting us. And, we've said it before. We're trying to make this our job. Not our only job. I mean, we also want a homestead. So if you could help in any way, if you want a book, it'll benefit you and us. And that'd be great. And I guess that's it. Kindred Spirits, it's so wonderful to know that there are so many of you in the world, especially, this is not part of my end quote, but it's just really cool when we do look online and see where you guys are listening from. It's so awesome. And until next time, stay happily booked.